So I guess there's going to be a part 1 and 2 to this stream. Uh, I don't know what happened there, but I guess OBS cut out on me and just was like refusing to do what I wanted to do. So I apologize for that, guys. That is OBS's fault, 100%. I didn't want to have to do 2 streams, but it looks like I'm going to have to do 2 streams in 2 different parts. Oh, okay. So right after my stream crashes and it comes back as a second stream, my display driver crashes, and I have to go back, freaking find wherever I saved that FAL file, pull it back up, and hope to God that I saved before closing out of LDD, otherwise I just lost all that freaking work that I did, and I'm gonna be upset. Thank you, Jesus. Of course, now this piece isn't gonna line up the way that I want it to line up, because fuck my life. There we go. Yeah, it's getting worse and worse. And I know for a fact that I'm not going to be able to set this up the way that I want to set it up. Might as well not even try. Of course. So I'm going to have to delete all of that just to get this one piece in there that I'm not going to be able to do the way that I want to do. Okay. All right, we're just gonna we'll leave it like that for now. Basically, what's supposed to happen is there's supposed to be all 4 of these. There's supposed to be 4 struts going down here and here. But I don't think that's gonna happen because fuck me. I just need the visual aspect of all 4 struts being there. And of course, it does this shit to me. So now I have to see if I can't get it to rotate backwards, which of course it's not going to do, because fuck me more. Now it's not going to set up where I need it to set up, even though we just clearly noticed that it was working perfectly fine last time. Here we go. Now I just need to freaking copy these over right there. And I bet these won't fit. Oh my gosh, they actually fit. Thank the Lord. Now I gotta do the entire other side over here. The LEDs are being a bitch right now. It's really annoying. Oh my god, LED, what the fuck? I don't know, right now it's fucking FAL. Because fucking FAL. I'm having to hand line up all of these, and of course it's not going to work because fuck my life. Why would everything work the way that I want it to work? The sad part about it is that I've done this before and it's worked just fine. Today, though, on LiveStream, LD just wants to fuck with me and make sure that it doesn't work at all because fuck me. There we go. Now then, for the love of God, if I put a 4x8 across here, it better work. Thank you. Awesome. I don't even care that it's at an angle. We know for a fact that I want to be at an angle unless LDD fixed its shit. There we go. It's close enough. This needs to be like flatter up here so that it's straight, but it's not real life. And I'm already done with this shit because I don't want to touch it ever again because it's freaking annoying. Because fuck. Never need to do anything like that ever again. Now for the decently easy part, making the handcard. I say that now, but I know for a fact that somewhere down the line, something bad is going to happen, and I'm going to be done. And we're going to just delete all the model, and we're never going to revisit it, and it'll be over from there. Should be good enough. All I need to do is make a handcard. We can do this, right, guys? Right? Right? We can do this without going insane? You think we can? Because I fucking hope so. Because if I go insane, there's going to be a problem. Glad to see that people in chat still support me, even though the FAL is being a bitch. Have you ever considered posting some of the safe templates for everyone to use? Okay, well, suppressor I've made, the grip I've made, the stock I've made, that stock I've made, the rails, that. This is my different username, so I can't post it. This is Alan's Custom Legos, so he has instructions for it on his channel. That's also Alan's Custom Legos and all the magazines and stuff for things that I've already made. Widely no, and the reason I don't post instructions or anything like that anymore, because I used to. I used to post all sorts of instructions. Like people would ask me for instructions, I'd be like, yeah, no problem, I'll do that. The main problem that I had is that I've noticed somewhere, some way, even though it might not be on YouTube, it might be on some website that's obscure and out of the freaking nowhere. I've seen my models pop up and they're like, yeah, hey, just check out what I built. And then I'd nowhere, and that in their entire post, I would not be mentioned anywhere. And that really, really bothers me as a Lego creator because not getting credit for something that you've built and made instructions for, really, really annoying. Like when I have built something of someone else's, I always give credit. If I have a mech design that was inspired by someone else's, I always give credit. It's just a nice thing to do. But unfortunately, some people in the Lego community don't understand that. Therefore, I don't post shit anymore. They're gonna have to work really fucking hard by watching the videos frame for frame to see what pieces I used and how I used them to figure out how to copy me from now on. Because I ain't about to let people just willy nilly fucking copy me anymore. Because it's really annoying. I don't know if that's the LDD frustration speaking or if that was from the heart. It's one of the two. Something. My phone is vibrating. I should probably check that, see what it is. It might be a YouTube comment section. Something like that. I don't know. We might find out. It might be Muno asking me about the FAL. I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. All right. Shuffle you guys around. Here. It is actually Google Hangouts, which is kind of important. So let me answer this real quick. Alrighty then. I'll move you guys back into my lap, move my feet around just a little bit into a different position, and continue on with our FAL build. Alrighty then, so it kind of smooths out for a little bit, which I think we'll just do using these pieces here. And then it starts its curve back on upwards. And there's a line that goes through it, right through there. So I think we'll just use this piece coming forward. And this piece down at the end of it, way on down here. Take 8s all the way up, which is nice to see that it's perfect like that. 12 and another 12. Good. I misclicked that one. Bad. Stop misclicking. Should be able to take these and go up like so. Good. Wonderful. Excellent. All those words. Color select all of that and duplicate it on around. And the barrel is right about through here, which is good because we can do that. Just need to close off this back end over here. There needs to be one of these pieces for the rubber band. I think I'll put it right about there. I think we'll take a 6 going out through there. And then the barrel comes out somewhere right about there, so we'll just drop these going through there. And drop a 16 actually. I think 16 will do it. 12, 16. Yeah, I go to say that 16 actually does it. All right, now then we got to come in and fill up all the inside of this with parts, which means 12 and 12, and then we'll do an entire layer of 8s. 12, 12, 8, 8, and 8, like so. And then a full 4 by 12 all the way through. 4 by 8. And then I'll drop this down to 12 and then a 10 so that I can put another plate going over top of where the barrel attaches. And then go 8, 8, 8. Yeah, I think I got control over it to the point where it's just not being as much as of a bitch as it originally was. I keep trying to switch tabs over to here to take a look at it. Keep screwing that up. Excellent job on my end. So, hey, Busk made it! Congratulations, Busk. You are here for some of the live stream. Maybe not all of it, but some of it. And I don't think we are ending anytime soon. We have the handguard and the magazine left to do, so you're here for a good portion of the live stream this time. You haven't jumped in on the end like the previous few streams, which is pretty awesome. Working on the Barrett, sweet gun. It is a really fun model to make. The one thing that I have a problem with the Barrett is that it's really hard to do the recoil mechanism inside of it because the barrel moves back and forth. And I've done recoil mechs before, like on the my A94. I want to say like the last three versions of it have the barrel recoil mech on the inside of it. The problem is they're really damn annoying on a huge ass sniper rifle to do that type of recoil mech on the inside of it. Thanks, mate. I'm pretty sure that my display drivers crashed again. Uh, he needs to remake a lot of his guns because a lot of his older ones like look bad. Like I was doing research into FALs on YouTube today, and I've seen literally no Modern Warfare 2 FALs, and I was highly confused. I was like, how is Modern Warfare 2 such a prevalent game in the series, yet no one has gone out of their way to make a Modern Warfare 2 FAL yet, especially since it's one of the more sexy looking FALs in the entire series. I can't do that recoil mech, it's too difficult IRL. I understand, mate. I understand. Yeah, he's doing really good right now. He really is. The one problem that I have right now is that he's a tad bit slow when it comes to making models, which is to be expected because you can't rush quality. Um, and it's sometimes if he's doing like the DayZ videos and stuff, it's not always about the weapon itself so much as the choreography behind the videos, which I have a little bit of a problem with. Should you add a bolt catch to the Vesper assault rifle? Yes, I'd go to say so. And make your model stand out amongst the crowd. His KRM was really good, and he kind of beat me to it because I wanted to do the KRM and the reloading mech, but he pretty much got the reloading mech on point, especially the how the pump worked and the pump out made it go back in, and that was a really really good model from him. Just hoping that he keeps up that quality and he keeps it going with the videos going forth, so that they're all that good, so that they don't kind of like peak and then start dying off. Um, I've said this multiple times in previous streams, but I'm pretty sure he's taken a look at the Lego gun community as a whole. He's realized that he needs to step up his game, and he started getting much better at making the guns that he needs to make because of that, which is good because that means he, as a Lego builder, he's going to build or grow. He's going to keep growing, which is awesome because that means that we get better models out of the end of it. Hold on a second, Bricks and Guns, and I'll jump back there to the rear of the stock, and you can describe what you're telling me to do a little bit more clearly. All right. Are you talking about this section here? I'll color code it. The dark green section or the orange section, and which like what are you asking me to officially do so that I know before I go to delete something that you didn't even mean to delete? All right, sweet mate. I will unlock my phone. I think I need to thin out the stock a little bit as well compared to the rest of the model, make it a little bit longer. Oh man, it really needs to be 3 studs wide, but uh, I'd go 4 stud wide and then just explain that you wanted it to be 3 stud wide. The reason for 4 stud wide is because then you have room to do all the sights and variations and things on top of it. I'm waiting on to get a image that I just got. All right. So bricks and guns, do you mean to use those on the green part of the stock where it angles like this? Because if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I can easily do something like that. I just want to make sure before I go and I delete all of it to do what I'm about to do. Or do you mean through here? Am I replacing the darker green or the lighter green with these pieces here? 3 wide pieces are like the future, basically. Let me uh, let me look something up real quick. Go to YouTube. Check out someone's model real quick to see what he is discussing. Hey, Future83, I see you in chat now. I'm taking a look at Tim's P90 right now. Alright, Tim, I see what you're doing. I understand now. I got you, mate. Don't worry. We are going to redo the entire stock, essentially. Uh, for a number of reasons. First off, I don't think it's long enough. And it's just got a bad... It doesn't... Yeah, it just doesn't look long enough to me. For the most part, yes. Using 3 stud wide does definitely differentiate you from the boys and the men of the Lego building community. But I think a big portion of it is if you can do it successfully, because I think some people don't do it successfully, and when they don't do it successfully, it just looks way worse than what they intended for it to look. Alrighty then. We are going to do some Mastery Edition level building right here using sideways bricks to successfully pull off an excellent looking stock. This is going to be somewhat difficult to do. Um, how much longer do I think this will take? Well, the only thing that we really have left to do is this stock rebuild, and I've done a good portion of these stock rebuilds before. Um, and then the magazine. So we're at 32 minutes right now. I'm guessing around the hour 15 mark if the stock rebuild doesn't go the way that I intended it to go. I'm pretty sure this will go the way that I want it to go, though. Which mechanism to you in for? Are you talking about the like the bolt catch, the charging out of the bolt, or anything like that? Because I think it'd be kind of cool, to be honest. Plus, it just gets uploaded to your channel as a YouTube video, anyways. So I think that's what I really like about live streaming to YouTube is that it just gets uploaded to your channel afterwards as a video, so that people can find it later if they missed the stream or uh, if you want the video on your channel as a normal video, which I do because I want people to be able to find it, then you can have it. And I think that's really cool. Alrighty, then let's see if this. Okay, all of the mechanisms. Then yeah, I think that'd be really cool to live stream. Yeah, I've just I've been messing around with this type of stuff for a long time, like my M14 and things like that had this style of stock, so I'm kind of used to it to be honest. I know all the correct measurements. Once you get the ratio down, it's fairly easy to be honest. Does your idea work, Tim? I don't know. We're about to find out because I'm about to run some of these going down. The inverted, these threes over here, do not work. And the reason those don't work is because it's too little of an angle going down the side of the stock, but we're about to find out. You don't know any commands on LDD? It's fairly standard computer commands. Control C, Control V, Control S to save. Yeah, it's fairly easy. I think that's the better angle that we have, Tim. So thank you for that because I do appreciate that. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. We're gonna bump that down like so. Yeah, all right. So yeah, thanks for that, Tim. That was great advice. It's looking better as an FAL stock as of now. I appreciate that, man. Most of the tools have their commands too. Like you can see hinge align tool, shift plus H, B for paint tool, L, D for delete tool, control Z, control shift Z, control S, control N, I think is what that is. So yeah, most of these just tell you how to do things. Let me answer this really quick. Uh, I'd say we're fairly done. Um, so yeah, we just need to get the rest of this completed up here and get it all attached where it needs to go. So to do that, all we really need to do is drop these going backwards. Grab a 4, should be here. And now then a 2, 1, 2, drop that down. 1, 2, drop that down. Grab a 4x4. 1, 2. Put another one there. Need another 2. And then we can drop another one right there. Alrighty then. Yeah, that's looking much better. Thanks for that advice, Tim. That really helped. Now I just need to close off the back over here, which should be fairly easy to do. I think I hear thunder out in the distance, which is kind of interesting. I didn't think that I'd be hearing thunder and stuff. So, the way that this works is, fingers crossed, just like that. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. I was really hoping that that worked, and it worked, so we're good. Now we just need to fill this on in. And gonna close off this back section here. Just like so. I thought Zetsubo no Shima was a zombies map. I didn't think it was like a wonder weapon or anything like that. But probably not. I don't think the wonder weapons are my chic in the community of weaponry. I think my specialty is just the more modern weapons and stuff that I can call on my friends and whatnot to show me images of. I have not done the ACR yet. The ACR is the next model that I plan on doing after this one, because that will be the last of all the Modern Warfare 2 assault rifles that I have to do. That will probably be tomorrow's live stream, but I'm not going to make any promises because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm like fingers crossed. I hope, I hope I am home alone tomorrow so that I can do a live stream. The big picture to keep in mind is that for the most part, I've been staying up fairly late as of the last few nights, so I really, really don't get up earlier in the day like I should, which is a problem because that means I am not live streaming at appropriate times for most of my audience to view. Supposedly, Zombies is coming to Infinite Warfare. See, here's the problem that I had with that in particular. What was it called? Advanced Warfare had zombies, but the problem was it didn't launch with the game, and you had to buy the DLC to get it, which didn't make any sense at all. Because zombies at this point is just, it's standard. with Call of Duty games. Like if there's no zombies mode, they're doing something wrong because there should be a zombies mode in pretty much every single freaking game. So why did Advanced Warfare launch without a zombies mode? I'm also sticking to Battlefield 5. I understand Brooks and Guns. If you don't stream tonight, next opportunity will be Wednesday. Okay. And you are right, zombies did in fact suck in Advanced Warfare. That's why I never played it. I had the DLC pass thing, got it for Christmas, I want to say, and literally didn't even play it. We are down to the magazine. And this is going to be somewhat of a complex build going on. So right here in particular, is where the magazine will probably rock into place. Right there, going to be what locks the magazine into place. Either it ships with zombies or the entire community is going to be upset because it didn't ship with zombies. The other thing is like, and Infinite Warfare is in fact going to suck. Like straight up, it's going to suck ass. The only reason people are going to buy Infinite Warfare is to straight get the Call of Duty 4. That's legit the only reason I see people willing to buy Infinite Warfare. I lost my train of thought. I kind of spaced out to be honest. I have no idea where I was going with any of what I was about to just say. My apologies, fellows. I think at this point, I think Call of Duty is just the whole 1 year cycle thing is really bad for the game series as a whole because instead of playing a game that's meaningful at the end of the year, you're you're really just playing something that's good for all of a couple months and then the new game is released and now everything that you did in the previous game is pretty much just worthless because well, there's the new game to play. The Logo Master, I haven't seen you in chat before. Hello. Thank you for the kind words of encouragement. COD was meant to be simple so new players could pick it up and have fun. While that is true, at the same time, I think that COD needs a bigger skill gap. Because right now, in the game itself, I don't feel good at all playing because I can't dominate. I can't get those large 25 kill streaks, dropping nukes on people 24/7, two nukes one game type shit that I had on Modern Warfare 2, where I felt really good about myself. Like, I had skill to drop two nukes in Modern Warfare 2. It felt good. And noobs would just sit there and they're like, oh man, this bitch is dropping two nukes on us. This sucks ass. I hate my life right now. Blah, 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 blah. That felt good because as a player, that meant you had skill. That meant that you were good. Nowadays, there's all these specialist abilities and shit that are one-shot kills that prevent you from getting those long-ass kill streaks. And because you can't get those long-ass kill streaks, you don't feel good about playing the game anymore. Because you don't feel like good about playing the game anymore, you just don't want to play it anymore. So you move on to games that actually require skill to play, like Halo or Battlefield. And a rant. The other thing, Brandon, is to keep in mind that the entire like Call of Duty community as of right now has been calling for like numerous titles now, starting since Advanced Warfare, to go back to boots on the ground gameplay, and they haven't. And everyone's getting kind of sick and tired of this whole advanced fucking movement system that they have going on because it's not what Call of Duty was. They looked at Titanfall and said, hey, that was a successful game for the most part. Why don't we take that and copy and paste it into COD and make shit tons of money off of the coattails of a more popular game? And they did, and it sucks. This needs to be less of an angle. Yeah, see, this chat is basically just outlining the whole thing. It's in space, and everyone doesn't like that about it. This chat literally represents 90% of the Call of Duty community when they said that we didn't want it in space and they put it in space anyways. That's better. It's more like it. Uh, Literally, I heard someone say this the other day in a stream, and I'm pretty sure it was Ranger, but I can't remember. So, Ranger, if it was you, good job. If it wasn't Ranger, it was someone else. I apologize that I forgot your name and who said it. But someone said that literally everyone's gonna buy uh, Inf Infinite Warfare, and all they're gonna do is get COD 4 out of it and then return Infinite Warfare. And I was like, you know what? You're right. That sounds like pretty much everyone because it's gonna suck ass. You're right, Brandon. There is a very strong possibility that they were gonna make this game the 3D movement in space before the Call of Duty community voiced its concerns about them doing that. The problem that I have is, as a studio, you shouldn't be afraid to completely scrap the game and start over from the beginning to do what your community wants. Because the ultimate end goal is to keep your community happy. Because if your community isn't happy, then your game sales are going to decrease and you're just losing money on the already shit game that you tried to sell to us in the first place. They they should basically just restart. At this point, they need to restart because it's gonna not be financially worth it to release this game when no one wants to play it in space. I'll give you that one. If Sledgehammer comes out next year and it's still in space, I will then complain more about them not listening to their community, because that's just blatant disregard for the community as a whole at that point. I think a lot of us were really, really hoping that all they would have done this year, like literally, all of us would have legit been happy if they took Call of Duty Online and just released that for the United States. And Ian, yeah, like Brandon said, they are not going to sell Call of Duty 4 separately because they would rather you play Infinite Warfare. In order to get you to play Infinite Warfare, they're going to all sell it together as this bundle shit for $80 so that you have to pay an extra $20 for Call of Duty 4 Remastered. Even though we've already seen that Xbox is willing to work with the studios to make games backwards compatible. So instead of making the game backwards compatible and having it free for everyone as a whole, they'd rather you spend an extra 80 or 20 bucks on Infinite Warfare in this bundle package so that you can get two games, even though one of those games you should have gotten for free because we could have just made it backwards compatible on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. We are reaching the end of this live stream. I'm just going through and coloring everything up so that it is as accurate and close to the game as possible. Trying to, anyhow. Uh, Switch this over to metallic color and do a two-tone barrel. Uh, I'm hoping right now, and I'm pretty sure that Tim is too, that Battlefield 5 is World War II. Because if we go back to World War II, I think a lot of people in the community are going to be happy. In the Battlefield community, anyhow. Definitely not the COD community because for some reason they like both hate one another, but it's besides the point. I see. Here's the thing about me blaming the other companies. I'm blaming the other companies because they are they're what's the word? They're partnered with Activision, and they've seen that partnering with Activision probably isn't a good idea because Activision's ruining multiple other games. So instead of partnering with a company that's going to ruin all of your shit, partner with a company that won't ruin all of your shit and or become your own studio, which would be better for everyone in the long run because then you have ability over your creative freedom. I have no idea what L draw is. Thank you about the gun looking good though. I can't give you an opinion on something that I don't know anything about. Sorry, mate. This front sight is kind of high actually. Drop it down. There you go, that's better. Alrighty then, I got to say that that is a complete version 1 of the FAL from Modern Warfare 2 Master Edition. LDraw is the non-official Lego digital designer. I've never heard of it then. Let's go look it up though. So it's a CAD program. The last update was in 2015. Okay. I'll look into LDraw a little bit later on. Right now, we're going to take our FAL and we are going to add it to our wonderful wall. If I can even find the wall, I really need to clean out my downloads folder. So we do not, in fact, have our wall. So we are going to have to download the file itself. And once we download the file, we can add it to the wall and continue about our day. So this is 16,000 pieces. So this is going to take a little bit of a while to load, and it's going to be really, really laggy, so bear with me, guys. And you are correct. It is pretty damn laggy. Just waiting on this to load. All right, there we go. There will be no sniper rifles on this wall. Sniper rifles have to go on their own wall because if I added any more of anything to this wall, we'd have a problem. I think it's like it's literally got only enough room for the ACR over next to where the FAMAS is. So, yeah. LG made a fingerprint reader that can be put underneath the screen. That's pretty legit. Sounds awesome. So I want to say that this is another 2,000-ish pieces, so we'll be about 18,000 pieces on this. Yeah, the computer is slowly killing itself on the inside. Slowly but surely. Working on self-destructing. LDD's already like shit itself multiple times now trying to even remotely put this gun on the wall. Am I trying to murder my computer? Yeah, it's it's having a little bit of a problem keeping up with everything. The lag is definitely real right now. What are my render times if I'm using LDD to Pavre? I have to, like, before I go to sleep, I start rendering, and by the time I wake up, it finishes rendering because it takes forever to get this type of stuff to render because of how large it is. So I want to say the last time I rendered it, it took the computer over 3 or 4 hours to go through all of it because of how many guns are sitting on the entire wall itself. Hey Ranger, welcome back, mate. Alrighty then, I'd say that's good enough. We are approaching that hour and 15-minute mark that I guessed earlier. So the stream cut out on me again. I think that's like the fifth or sixth time that it's cut out on me today. But we've added the FAL to the wall, and now we only have the ACR left to do. Thank gosh. Oh man. So 17,506 bricks later, we have almost every assault rifle from Modern Warfare 2 done. Tomorrow is the ACR live stream. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no promises. Just hoping that I get up out of bed earlier tomorrow and we start out the ACR live stream bright and early so that we have a nice, good ACR live stream. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out of the stream and everything. If you guys want to check out either people, I want to say Bust Cusker or Future Yeti 3, one of those two is gonna live stream after me or sometime after me or something like that. Hit them up in chat, ask them if they're gonna live stream and whatnot. I will go ahead and shout out to them because they might live stream as well. Tim, I know you're probably not in chat anymore, but thanks so much for doing the FAL stock and giving me that idea. It means a lot to me. It made the whole model just look a little bit better. But yeah, so that is pretty much it for this stream, guys. Thanks so much for coming out and watching. This is an hour and 10-minute stream, plus like the other 30 or 45-minute long stream that we did. So this was a shorter stream than the FAMAS, but it turned out just as great as the FAMAS. So thank you guys so much for watching and everything. Goodbye.